Beautiful. Welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday, August 27th. It's now 7:37 in the morning, and we are on our way. We're heading out to go take the ferry in Puntarenus, across the little peninsula, and then over, I think it's called the Nicoya Peninsula, one of the 5 blue zones in the world. We're going to make our way to the Santa Teresa area. We've rented another Airbnb. I'll give you the description below in the comments, but it's apparently sort of up in the trees. It's got a pool. It's got 2 separate rooms, 2 separate bedrooms, and then an area for kitchen and all that stuff. So looking forward to that. And we're spending Wednesday, we're heading down, taking the ferry over. We're going to ride to Santa Teresa area to our Airbnb. Then we'll take a look at what we're going to do for the rest of the day and see what the area has to offer. And Thursday night, we're staying over and heading back Friday. So it's a 3-day adventure, sort of like we did to the RNL volcano and lake. And it's all about exploring Costa Rica. Okay, come on, let's go. So first things first, I'm gonna meet Ian at the Good Market, and then we had to get gas, make sure we're ready to go. It's about a 2-hour drive to the ferry. Don't quote me on this. I think the ferry is about an hour ride, and then it's probably an hour or so riding to the Airbnb in the Santa Teresa area. We are in Puntarenus, down by the pier where the ferry goes. It's over to the left. And we're really early, so we are now cruising the strip, looking for something to eat. Probably end up only serving breakfast right now, though. On the ferry to the Nicoya Peninsula, the premier parking. A little bit of a breeze is not bad. Yeah, it's nice. So Ian, how are you finding the trip so far?
Awesome. The riding isn't quite as interesting as our last one. It's more just straight highway, like nothing really exciting, but the roads are curvier and hillier on the other side of the bay.
What they said was going to take us 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes, took us an hour and a half. So when we hit any of that traffic, we grabbed the shoulder and bypassed 20 minutes worth of standstill.
I was completely overestimated how long it would take us to get here.
So that was one of the good things. But yeah, it was from our place straight through Jaco down here is pretty much highway. So once we get over there, it should be a lot better. That's the plan. So we're on the ferry traveling from Puntarenus to the Nicoya Peninsula. The Nicoya Peninsula is one of the 5 blue zones in the entire world. So we're looking forward to the remoteness of the area. The ferry itself runs from Puntarenus over to the Nicoya Peninsula. It's about an hour on the boat in the water. Pretty convenient. Motorcycles have their own little parking, and I guess it can get pretty busy sometimes, so you book your ticket ahead of time online, So the price is about $15 for the ferry ride, and it's kind of cool. They got a little cantina, buy snacks or drinks, and it brings you right over. So from there we're going to grab the roadway that runs along the coast and make our way to the Airbnb. So the ferry itself leaves Puntarenus and makes its way over to Paquera. And the ride is about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. The easiest way to buy tickets is to book them online on the website. And the cost is about $14 Canadian, maybe $10 American, so it's well worth it. And that price is for one direction. So if you use the ferry heading out to the Nicoya Peninsula, you're going to have to use the ferry to come back. Now the price we paid, of course, was for our motorcycles. So if you're going to use a car, it's going to be a little over $20 each way. So that's something to consider. Now once we were over in Paquera and off the ferry, it's about an hour and 15-minute ride over to Santa Teresa. So when you get into Santa Teresa, there's really only one main road that runs north-south through the town. And even though this was low season or rainy season, it can be pretty busy with people and vehicles. And one of the other things you'll really notice is there are just a ton of 4x4s. People love getting around on their four-wheelers.
And it's a dead-end road, obviously. And the restaurant's on the right, and there's usually like a dude collecting payment for parking.
Yeah.
And that's about all I remember.
It's where we ate yesterday.
Yep.
Pretty darn good.
Okay, why is this guy stopping? Might be that one too. It wasn't anything like this. It's just a dirt road kind of thing. This guy's back tire wobbles more than yours does. I remember right, it was just an absolutely straight shot to the left, dead-ended at the beach.
I've seen very, well, I don't even know if I've seen a police officer on this island, on this peninsula.
Roca Mar. It's right here.
Okay.
This is it. Yes. As soon as I saw the sign, I was like, that's it.
That's it, Boca Mar. It's gonna turn around up there. White sand beach, eh?
Yeah. Want to sit this one for out of the sun or? Check, check, 1, 2.
Check.
There, now it's back. I can finally hear you.
It's almost like you have to do a certain amount of speed before it.
Oh yeah, maybe I gotta break a speed threshold before it detects that I'm moving and kick it. I don't know. Can hear you fine now.
So although we ate at restaurants a couple of times, we also went and did some grocery shopping and utilized the kitchen and the barbecue at the Airbnb. Bought some burgers and had some drinks. Saves a bit of money. And really, the Airbnb we stayed at was pretty incredible. It's like a little mini resort. We had our own little pool area down at the bottom by the jungle. And we had 2 separate little casita rooms. And then a common little kitchenette. Also at the resort was a common area up at the top with a bigger infinity type pool. There were more rooms up there, and most of them had their own little kitchenette, but there was a common great big outside barbecue area that was pretty cool. They also had a walkway, like one of those hanging bridges, out to a little sitting area where you're sitting out in the jungle, and a great big yoga type studio if people want to partake in that. There were tons of monkeys, howler monkeys, and lots of wildlife. And like I said, it was a pretty cool Airbnb. As always, there will be a link in the description so you guys can check it out. And just so you know, we stayed there for 2 nights, and it cost each of us about $60 Canadian a night, probably less than $50 American. Alright, so we're off to Montezuma. I guess it's on the east coast. It says 36-minute drive through some roads like this, so let's see how it goes. And trying a new thing, I have Ian hooked up on a mic. Ian, are you ready for this?
Yeah. I can see through my visor and glasses again. It's a miracle.
It's literally like they cut this road right out of the mountain. It's just rock.
Yeah, you really have to pay attention the entire time watching where your tires are going.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a workout actually. Holy Christ. I don't know whether what type of, you need a 4x4 for sure here. I don't know whether it'll come out on video or not. Just how rocky it is. So this is like a complete contrast to the roads around Lake Arenal. Those are like perfectly paved, smooth, a lot of fun to ride. You get speed up, whereas these ones are just dirt roads carved into the mountain. Still a lot of fun, but you really want an adventure bike or to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, this is why people ask if they should bring their Harleys down to Costa Rica. And I'm like, I wouldn't. I mean, it's kind of like bringing a sports car down here. It's just fun to ride where you can ride it, but they're so limited in the places you can ride it, where something like an adventure bike, you can go anywhere other than the really deep mud, as we've found out.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you could ride a Harley up and down the highways, but they're kind of boring, right? It's like riding in Ontario.
All the beauty is back in the hills, like where we go.
Yeah. And so, I mean, sometimes it's paved like La Fortuna, and other times it's like this. So you just get the best of both worlds.
Yep.
We shall find out. So you just don't get how steep this is on video. Turning right in 500 meters.
Okay.
We're back in this little town. What's it called again? Kabuya?
Is this one Kabuya or Cobanal? This is Cobanal.
Cobanal?
I'm sure there's lots of hidden gems out here that we're completely missing, but
Oh yeah.
I really like that food we had last night, and I'm not much of a restaurant critic, as you know, but I was quite happy with that. It wasn't cheap though, but
No, my tuna bowl, like little pieces of sashimi tuna was amazing. I know you don't eat it, but it's just so fresh.
yeah.
You want me to pass them?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know where to go. Let's pull in here, check it out. See, it's just some of the beaches you come across. And you can see it's really busy with all the people.
Nice.
That's a nice little beach, eh?
Oh yeah. Hey, I want to swing back and get another picture.
Okay. Yeah.
This might be where the waterfall is. Where everybody's parked here. Yeah, that says waterfall there.
Yeah.
Not that we need to go. It's one of those dudes collecting for parking. Definitely much more primitive over here, like less developed for sure.
It is, and
But there's also no Picuno Mundo and no Price Mart and you know all that stuff, which I have to contend with. Almost ran over that iguana. He circled back and oh, look at that, dude.
yeah.
That's pretty. Gotta get a picture of that. Might even park the bike and go get a walk out there and get a photo of that one. That's awesome.
Or ride the bike. Ride the bikes down.
No, the cliff, the pavement edge here is like a foot.
You could.
I was gonna go down there and I was like, fuck, I might not make it back up. I don't know where to park.
Sand up here.
Wow. What a day, dude. Look at that.
I know.
Obviously the waves came crashing up here not too long ago, pushed all this sand on the road.
Yep. Whoa, is it ever soft?
Uh-oh. He turned around.
Huh? You should come on here, it's pretty cool. It's freaking beautiful. Little river just running through here. I'm coming back.
That'll make good video though. Alright, I'll follow you.
That was cool. One of the things I find amazing is you have these beaches like this and there's just nobody.
Yeah.
Like, I know they don't have big hotel chains and, you know, that people maybe want to get food and drinks or whatever, but it's just so private. You pack your own lunch and come to a place like this. It's incredible.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't think this will be that way in another 50 years. Like, this area will be like Hako, I would bet.
Love how the tree comes out in the middle of the road. Look at that old. These old trees, though, eh?
Yeah, huge. I wonder if this is maybe you can walk over at low tide.
Yeah. Yeah, you certainly can. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Can't drive that
Over here in the shade.
Yeah. He's gonna want money.
Yeah. Here, just a reminder.
Yep. Yeah, up here.
No power.
All 22 horsepower, is that what it is?
What's that?
All 22 horsepower?
16.
16?
16. That's wide open.
Or you're running into roads like this where you literally are
There's
slowing down.
no way on earth I would do this speed. I mean, we're not going fast, but I would not travel this road at this speed in my four-wheeled vehicle.
Yeah, you don't really have, you know, you had two cars coming opposite direction, they wouldn't have a lot of room here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not that deep. It's just muddy because of her going through it. No, it's not bad. Everybody cross your fingers that Ian falls. Come on, come on, come on. Damn.
So after checking out Montezuma, then riding back over to Santa Ana and grabbing a bite to eat, we headed back to the Airbnb. So we headed back home, and things didn't go quite as smoothly as we wanted to. Ian picked up a nail in his tire and ended up getting a flat at the side of the road. Luckily, he has a good friend with a pickup truck. So he made a call to his friend, who came with the pickup truck. The bike was loaded in the back of the pickup truck, and they made it back home. And there you have it. That was the trip down to Puntarenus on the ferry, over to the Nicoya Peninsula, visiting the towns of Santa Teresa, Montezuma, staying in a really cool Airbnb, and riding around in the Nicoya Peninsula. Again, we're really fortunate to be doing this on motorcycles because I really feel that it adds to the experience. If you're ever coming down to Costa Rica and you have a motorcycle license, hit me up because I've been looking into prices and where you can get rentals for a day or for a week. As always, guys, if you like the video, hit like and subscribe. And remember, enjoy the ride.